everyone, welcome back to another Moveset video. Today we are doing Arcanine, and Arcanine, I'm pretty sure is underrated in Let's Go because it actually seems to do pretty decent. Now, if we just look over its stats real quick, we can see we got pretty good attack stat right there. We got a pretty good speed stat as well. Our defenses are okay, our HP is okay. It's not the best, but it's not bad at all. It's just overall, every stat here is pretty balanced and pretty good. Like, there's no, like, bad, horrible stat that we have, which is pretty nice. Now, usually when we get a Pokemon like that, we get a moveset that's pretty bad. And we got a pretty decent moveset here. Now, we don't have any setup moves, which is the only downside I see to Arcanine, but I don't think it needs them. Like, I mean, we do have agility as a setup move. That does kind of count. I mean, it's just boosting speed. It's not really boosting your attack, but boosting speed could be very helpful if you want to put agility on in place of probably play rough. But yeah, pretty much this Pokemon has the damage already that you want it to dish out, and I'll kind of show you that, but first I'll just go over its moveset I have here. We got Flare Blitz, that's just your stab, nuke everything move, basically. This will pretty much be killing anything that you are super effective on, so all the ice types that don't have, like, assuming they also don't have a type that resists you, like how, like, with ice types, you're super effective against ice, but against Pokemon like Dugong, which are also water, you're doing just neutral damage on. Yeah, but like ice, grass, and steel types, most of them you will be one-shotting minus, I believe, 4 of them. Pretty sure it's 4. But yeah, I'll be going over those like 4 that you don't guarantee or like pretty much close to guarantee a one-shot. But yeah. And then there's superpower. This is the deal with like any predicted rock type switch-ins, or like if you're just gonna sacrifice Arcanine, like maybe Arcanine's already done what it's needed to do, and you just want to do a ton of their damage to their rock type that they just brought in against you, you can then just superpower, and like this does like half damage to a Rhydon. I will show that as well, but that's pretty nice. So there's that. Play rough is just kind of coverage, just the deal with like dragon and fighting types. This move can be swapped out with, like I said, agility. You could swap it out with facade if you want. Outrage is an option, but I don't recommend it. In double battles, I would heavily swap it out for protect, though. That's probably a really good move to put in for doubles. And everything else here, I'd kind of just ignore. There's not really too much reason to have any of these other moves. I mean, yes, they could help. Maybe Roar is good against a Pokemon that's setting up on you. Most notably, probably Slowbro. I can see this being useful on like a Mega Slowbro. Sometimes they just like to come in and they start up their Calm Minds immediately. And you can just be like, nah, not having that. Get the heck out of here. And just roar them out of existence. So yeah, that's always an option. But this is pretty much decent as well. And then Crunch is to deal with like mostly Starmie. Pretty much that's what Crunch is for, is Starmie. Because Starmies are in like, I would say like probably 50% of teams. Like 50% of teams I go against, I see a Starmie. So that's pretty much what Crunch is here for. Crunch can actually kill a Starmie switch-in. So like if Starmie switches in against you and you're like pretty much close to full health, if you predict the switch, Crunch that turn, Starmie will attack you, not finish you off, and then you can Crunch and finish it off. And I'll show those damage calcs as well. But that's pretty much everything I think that's important to show before we just go into damage calc. And here it says Registeel, but these are the stats for Melmetal. So yeah, there's no Melmetal in Pokemon Showdown Calculator yet, which is a little annoying. I don't know why they didn't just put them in. I mean, you could just easily probably put them in. I don't know why they I don't know why they haven't. Maybe they're lazy. Who knows? I don't know, but yeah. So in a Melmetal situation, this is one of those Pokemon that we are super effective against, but we still don't beat just because it's Melmetal. Melmetal is OP as heck. So yeah, there's just yeah, it's too much. Even for like a special set Arcanine, which I'll show later. Uh, just no, you can't kill it because if you Flare Blitz, then it one shots you with Earthquake afterwards, and none of your other moves are really decent. Now you could sort of probably not actually. Now that I think about it, I was thinking of maybe superpowering and then Flare Blitz, but then you lower your defense and then you get one shot, and also you lower your attack, so you probably wouldn't even kill, even if you survive. So that plan doesn't even work. So I guess if they switch in Metal on you and you Flare Blitz it and then you Flare Blitz it again afterwards, then I guess you will kill Melmetal, but why would they switch in a Melmetal on an Arcanine is my question. uh, so yeah, just pretty much Melmetal. If it's if it like you defeat a Pokemon and Melmetal comes in, you can't beat it. It's way too tanky and does way too much damage. Uh, that's pretty much Melmetal for you. Way too OP in my opinion. But yeah, so let's go over other Pokemon. So like Venusaur or Mega Venusaur is another one of those ones that you don't one shot. But you actually have a chance, but it's very low that I don't really consider it because the odds of it happening aren't really gonna be in your favor. I might as well just show off the other ones you don't one shot. There's Articuno, which is super effective against. This one you actually have a good chance of one shotting, but it's still not guaranteed, so that's why I kind of put it there. And the other one was alright, Mega Pincer. Surprisingly, Mega Pincer is actually pretty tanky. I did not know this, but yeah. I mean, it's still 81% chance to one hit KO, assuming you have Adamant Nature, which is the nature I recommend for the physical Arcanine set. Because there is like a Pokemon. I'll give an example of Executor. Executor is one of these Pokemon that you guarantee a one hit KO with Adamant, but if you were to go to a Jolly Nature, your odds aren't guaranteed. So this is kind of why I recommend Adamant, because I don't think Executor isn't the only one. I think normal Venusaur is like that as well. There's probably a few other ones as well that I'm not gonna go back and find out. But there was like I know there was like probably like 4 Pokemon that went from guaranteed KOs to not guaranteed KOs just from like switching that. So that's why I kind of just recommend Adamant. That way you can one shot all these Pokemon that you're meant to be dealing with. But yeah. Now for like superpower, that's gonna be usually used on your Rhydon against the Rhydon. And that you can just do like 50% damage. Like if Rhydon most likely will come in either as to come in and tank a Flare Blitz, which you could then maybe predict in superpower, which honestly would probably be an easy prediction because Rhydon is tanky, and they're probably like, yeah, I can tank a Flare Blitz, and then they do that, and then you're like, nope, I use superpower. So I feel like that could be an expected play. Same with if they have a Golem, they'll probably do the same thing. With a Alolan Golem, they take a little more damage, so I'm not sure if they will be wanting to do it with an Alolan Golem, because I think... Oh no, Alolan Golem resists the same, so I'm guessing... Okay, so ground, I guess, doesn't resist fire. I thought it did. Well, yeah, but still. Yeah, these Pokemon might commonly come in to tank, but you can just superpower them to death, and everything's good. I mean, you don't one-shot them. You do have to two-shot, and after you do use a superpower, your attack will get lower, so you don't actually two-shot them either, sadly. but it can do a lot of damage to basically have your next Pokemon easily come in and finish it off. So, and also you might not give the Rhydon a time or a chance to set up Stealth Rocks, because now they're like, oh shoot, I just got half my health gone. If I Stealth Rocks, I'm dead. uh, so yeah. Other Pokemon you want to deal with, for like Crunch, you're gonna be, like I said, Starmie. And like, so like if we get Starmie, let me just get it some moves here. That is not how you spell Scald. There we go. And give it, or actually it probably doesn't really matter if I give it a nature because it's speed nature. But yeah, if I mean, they might not always do this. Starmie is really better at revenge killing, but in the case that you believe they are going to switch in their Starmie against you, you could Crunch, and that will do a lot of damage to Starmie, and then Starmie can't finish you off, can't one-shot you with Scald. I don't even think they can with Surf. Let me grab Surf. Yeah, they can't. I don't even know if Hydro Pump will guarantee it. Does Hydro Pump? No, it's only 31% chance. But you rarely see a Starmie with Hydro Pump. Pretty much, I would say 75% of Starmies will have Scald. Actually, probably even more than that. But yeah, that's pretty much the most common move coming from a Starmie. And yeah, 2 Crunches will kill this. So if you predict the switch and then tank a Scald and then Crunch it again, you will defeat a Starmie with an Arcanine, which I find pretty cool. So yeah, and then play rough. I don't really think this will do too much on anything. If I were to grab out Hitmonlee, actually, whoa. I didn't expect that, but okay, there's that. You could do that. You could destroy Hitmonlee. Kind of, actually, no, the Flare Blitz. Well, Flare Blitz will do recoil. Play rough will not do recoil, but it has a chance to miss. So it's kind of your choice there, I guess. You can choose what you feel is a better move in that situation. That's actually quite surprising. I did not expect that. So Primate probably gets wrecked. Oh no, Primate is tankier than Hitmonlee. Okay then. Alright, I talked about this. That was previous video, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm forgetting things. Oh boy. I guess I'll go Dragonite as well, because that's another common one fairy type move will be used on. Decent damage. Not bad, not bad. I like it. You'll probably die, because Dragonite has a lot of moves that one will probably be super effective on you, but, yeah. That's pretty neat, actually. So, yeah, that's pretty much all of that. Oh, I forgot to go over Slowbro. Slowbro, even though you have a move that's super effective on it, you don't like it, because look at that. You gotta attack it 4 times to kill it, so... And also, I'm pretty sure it'll one-shot you with a Scald. With a Modest Nature. Or no, it doesn't. It has a chance, but not guaranteed. But if it had Surf, it probably would be near guaranteed. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much guaranteed at that point. But yeah, so... Yeah, Slowbro crunches this. It's going to get you some damage, so your other Pokemon might be able to deal with it. But, yeah, it's not really reliable. The next set I would have here is a special set. It's not really good because your only coverage is Fire and Dragon. That's all we got. That's literally it. That's all you get coverage-wise, unless you want to plop in a Solar Beam, which does have 200 power. I don't know why it doesn't change when I do that. And also you could do Hyper Beam, but you can't move next turn. It's Hyper Beam. I guess it could be a nuke option, but I kind of more recommend going with just this kind of setup if you're doing a special set. Just get your setups all up and everything. And yeah, I recommend either Timid or Modest. Both of them have their perks. Timid will allow you to outspeed some more Pokemon. That way you can get the Will-O-Wisp setup first or the Reflect setup before anything to then tank a little better against any physical attackers. Or you can be modest and kind of similar to how Flare Blitz was. Fire Blast will give you more one-shots against Pokemon it's super effective on if you have the modest nature. And I don't really know which one's better. Maybe the modest one might be better because I don't know how many Pokemon that you are going to want to be dealing with, like getting outsped wise, that you want to be outspeeding to get these set up. I don't really know. So just kind of, if you do want to use this special set, you can kind of experiment with that. Although I do heavily recommend doing the physical set. The physical set, I believe, is just much more reliable. This set is just as an option. Maybe as something your opponent won't expect. Possibly, it could throw them off guard, not expecting a special set coming from Arcanine. Although I'm not really sure if people do expect what is going to come from any Arcanine, because Arcanine is pretty underused. It is very rarely used, which confuses me a bit, because I mean, it one-shots like crazy. So, I don't know, I guess people haven't really given it a chance. Maybe they're all using their Charizards and stuff. Being like, yeah, Charizard, I got my fire type here, let's go. Or that. I personally use Ninetales, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, the reason I kind of did that is because I don't get Arcanine in Let's Go Eevee. I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure Ninetales and Arcanine are version exclusive between the two games. And I got Eevee, which gave me Ninetales, so that's why I'm using that one. But maybe I'll get a friend to give me an Arcanine and get myself a competitive Arcanine set. But yeah, it's pretty much anything. I mean, yeah, Fire Blast, it does that. Dragon Pulse, it'll be super effective against Dragon types and will be doing neutral damage to most. But this won't really work. I don't feel this will work. It's just an option. I don't recommend it though. Go with this set. This set is 100 times better. It is way better. This set will actually do a lot of things and a lot of things pretty well. And then just you can experiment with play rough, like try out maybe agility, try out facade, maybe try out outrage if you feel like it. Maybe try out roar. I'm actually quite curious how often that will come into play against Slowbro. And then maybe protect for doubles. You could do Will-O-Wisp if you want. I mean, there's just a lot of options you can kind of swap out for play rough. It's not really that needed of a coverage, but it can help to have though. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I want to talk about with Arcanine. Can't think of anything else. I mean, yeah, Fire Blast, like with Melmetal, you would think this would one shot. It doesn't. It's kind of a very similar situation with Flare Blitz. You get close to killing it, but not really get it, and then it will just Earthquake you. And I mean, with Fire Blast, you do have a chance because you don't get recoil. So if you haven't been damaged prior, you could Fire Blast it twice and then defeat it, and like that. But that is assuming you hit an 85% accurate move twice. With my luck, that doesn't happen. So yeah, you can have fun with those odds if you want. But yeah. So that's everything with Arcanine. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm doing all the fully evolved Pokemon in the Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. I am making those videos very slowly now. I used to be doing them like every day, but that kind of stopped. Kind of both because I got busier, but also I kind of been putting more quality, I guess you could say, into these. Like, I've been researching them a lot more. Like, the very early on ones, they're not really researched too well. Yes, I was getting them out left and right, but, like, they kind of were just like, here's a set, here you go. I didn't really look into it. Uh, but yeah, now I'm like doing like damage calcs up against like literally like almost every Pokemon that you'll be super effective on. I'm even looking against the ones that will be super effective on you, seeing if you can counter them or anything. Like I'm looking a lot into these things now. I, I don't I don't know. I'm probably overdoing it a little bit, possibly, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm getting them out. Hopefully, I get them all out before Sword and Shield comes out. Hopefully, don't want like me getting a Melmetal like halfway in the Sword and Shield's lifetime. I want to be making moveset guides for actually Sword and Shield, which that's gonna be great because that game is gonna definitely have more people into competitive than Let's Go did, and pretty sure that will probably get a lot more views. I don't know. We'll see. uh, Although there is definitely going to be a lot more competition, so maybe I'll get less views because I'll be watching other people that are already popular. I don't know. But I will do probably the whole Pokédex for Sword and Shield. Oh gosh. That's going to be fun as heck. Uh, but yeah, we'll go through them all. I'll probably do it in Pokédex order there too. Or maybe I'll do it in like popularity order, like what people want. That might be a better idea. Just do like ask what you guys want. Probably start with starters, then be like, what do you guys want? Make a guide on that. Do that. I don't know. We'll see how that all plays out. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed and bye.